We are coming to you with breaking news. Israel appears to be overwhelmed as Iran unleashes the deadly debut of its Sejil missiles. As air defenses strained under the pressure, the skies filled with the fiery trails of ballistic missiles, launched swiftly and with little warning. Sirens are wailing and citizens are panicking. Several attacks have reportedly managed to penetrate the nation's layered defenses. Ironically, as military strength is tested on the battlefield, the world's attention is being dragged to another issue: pressure on the media by the Trump administration, which is said to be seeking control of the conflict's narrative. This is not just a war of weapons, but also a war of information. There is one important fact that is rarely discussed. These are the weapon systems used by Iran to attack the United States and Israel, and this is part 5 of our special report. Operation Epic Fury and Iran's series of retaliatory attacks, known as OTP-4, have marked a major shift in the conflict's pattern. Whereas previous attacks relied more on drones and short-range missiles, this phase demonstrates a far more serious escalation. Iran is no longer just harassing. It has begun deploying strategic weapons that are rarely used in open combat. In some of the footage now circulating, both from military tests and what are claimed to be recent combat recordings, the launch of large missiles from mobile launchers is clearly visible, followed by long trails of fire that split the sky before ultimately hitting strategic targets. This is the point where many analysts say the conflict has entered a new chapter. The first weapon system that immediately caught attention was the Sejil missile. This is no ordinary missile. The Sejil is a 2-stage, solid-fuel ballistic missile that has been in development since the early 1990s and was first tested around 2008 before officially entering Iran's strategic arsenal several years later. With a length of about 18 meters, a diameter of over 1 meter, and a launch weight of tens of tons, the Sejil is capable of carrying a warhead of about 700 kilograms with a range of up to 2,000 kilometers. What makes it so dangerous is its rapid launch capability and its in-air maneuverability, earning it the nickname Dancing Missile. In previous test footage, the missile was seen being able to change its trajectory in the final phase to evade defense systems. In the context of the current conflict, its targets are not only Israeli territories, such as command centers or military facilities in Tel Aviv, but also American military assets in the region. Its operational debut on the battlefield shows one thing: Iran is starting to play its strongest cards, and that changes the entire strategic calculation. Next is the Shahed 107 drone. This is one of the weapons that may not be as large as a ballistic missile, but plays a crucial role in Iran's attack patterns. In some circulated footage, including recordings of interceptions by jets in the Gulf region, this small propeller-driven drone is seen flying low before being hit in midair. Remnants of its debris have even been found in areas like Jordan, indicating its wide operational range and cross-border attack trajectory. The Shahed 107 is categorized as a long-range attack drone with a simple yet effective design. Using a propeller engine and fixed wings, this drone can carry a warhead of about 16 kilograms up to a distance of about 1,500 meters. In certain configurations, the drone can also carry a larger payload at the cost of reduced range. Its relatively small design and low flight path make it difficult for radar to detect, especially if launched in large numbers simultaneously. In previous conflicts, the Shahed family of drones has been frequently used by Iran and its allies in various operations in the Middle East. The presence of the Shahed 107 as a newer variant shows a technological evolution towards efficiency and flexibility. In the context of attacks on American and Israeli targets, this drone is believed to be used to strike military facilities, air bases, and important logistics points. Then there is the Mohajer 6 drone, one of the backbones of Iran's reconnaissance and precision strike systems. Unlike the Shahed 107, which functions as a direct attack munition, the Mohajer 6 serves as the eyes and brain in the sky. In various footage, from both military exercises and previous conflict documentation, this drone is often seen flying stably at medium altitude, with a camera on its underside continuously monitoring ground movements before an attack is carried out. The Mohajer 6 is the latest generation of the Mohajer series of drones, which Iran has been developing since the 1980s and which became fully operational as a modern combat platform in the 2010s. This drone has an operational radius of about 200 kilometers, with a flight endurance of over 12 hours. This means it can loiter over a target area for half a day, collecting data, mapping movement patterns, and locking onto high-value targets. The Mohajer 6's armament can carry Qoim laser-guided bombs and Alma's anti-tank missiles. With its electro-optical and infrared sensor systems, This drone can conduct reconnaissance and execute precision strikes simultaneously. The Mohajer 6 has been used in Syria, Iraq, and other conflicts through Iran's allies. Next is the Hoveyzeh cruise missile, a weapon that has quietly become a serious threat in this conflict. Unlike the Sejil, which is conspicuous in the sky, the Hoveyzeh arrives unseen. In reports of the attack on the Al Dhafra U.S. base, a variant from the Somar family, the Hoveyzeh, was reportedly used as part of a direct attack on strategic military assets. The Hoveyzeh itself is a land-to-land cruise missile that was officially introduced by Iran in 2019. This missile has a range of about 1,350 kilometers and is designed to fly low, following the Earth's contours, a strategy that makes it difficult for conventional radar to detect. Its main advantage is its natural stealth. Because it does not fly high like a ballistic missile, the Hoveyzeh is only detected when it is already approaching its target. In this conflict scenario, this gives defense systems like the Iron Dome or Patriot very limited reaction time. Its development history stems from the Somar missile family, which was introduced around 2015, making the Hoveyzeh a more modern and precise advanced version. In the current conflict, its presence strengthens Iran's strategy of not only attacking from above, but also sneaking in under the radar. Now we turn to the Garand 2 drone, one of the weapons that frequently appears in Iran's massive drone attack waves. The Garand 2 is seen to have a distinctive delta wing design with a rather unique engine sound as it flies low towards its target. In some recent reports, this drone was used alongside the Shahed 136 in attacks on U.S. military bases in the region, indicating a pattern of coordinated swarm attacks. The Garand 2 is essentially a kamikaze drone, or loitering munition, designed to fly to a target and hit it directly with its explosive payload. Although often associated with production for export, including to Russia, the primary advantage of the Garand 2 is not its individual sophistication, but the way it is used. This drone is relatively cheap and can be produced in large quantities. In a single wave of attack, dozens of drones can be launched simultaneously to overwhelm air defense systems. In test footage and previous conflicts, this pattern has proven effective. Some drones may be successfully shot down, but the rest still get through and reach their targets. If we recap the overall attacks since late February of 2026, the pattern is very clear. Iran is not just attacking a single point, but is building pressure in many areas at once. The latest data shows that hundreds of missiles and drones have been launched at more than 10 countries, with Israel being the main target, receiving over 200 missiles and tens to hundreds of drones in several waves. This demonstrates that Iran's launch capability remains intact, and that it can even combine ballistic, cruise, and drone attacks simultaneously within a single operational cycle. The impact is becoming tangible. On the American and Israeli side, reports mention damage to military facilities, air bases, and the alleged downing of some air assets in combat. Although casualty figures are not fully disclosed, the pressure on defense systems is very apparent. Stocks of interceptor missiles are reportedly beginning to dwindle. Even systems like THAAD have had to be moved from other regions to reinforce the Middle East. Looking ahead, there are two possible paths. The escalation could continue to increase if Iran maintains its rhythm of attacks and the United States and Israel retaliate with full force. On the other hand, the economic and military pressure also opens up the possibility of de-escalation through diplomatic channels. The question now is, who will run out of stamina first?